So this week, The Witcher Game of the Year Edition came out. I already have the game, so I dusted it off and played again. And I was reminded why I love The Witcher so much. You are Geralt of Rivia. And your main quest in this role-playing game is to find Ciri, your long-lost adopted daughter. She's being hunted by the titular Wild Hunt. The combat is excellent. It makes you feel like you're a wolf. No. But you dart around, you kill enemies, you come back, you cast a magic spell, anything to kill these fucks. And they die in the most satisfying way possible. Like any good open world game, exploration is rewarded. And the plot? Look at all that plot. The story's fine too, I guess.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. It was one battle to the next. One conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home. I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
Shut the fuck up! Characters having defined goals and motivations? Characters having layers? Just making a role-playing decision that ultimately has no bearing to the plot? Just giving you immersion? Shut the fuck up, show me the tits! It's a good game! It's even a great game! But there's just one!
At CD Projekt Red, it has always been our goal to take you on adventures both legendary and grounded in reality.
See, they say that, right? But level limits and items kinda ruins the whole thing. For the most part, the game follows that rule. For example, a kingdom is run by the medieval equivalent of Hitler, who hates all mages and magic. So this woman thinks that since she's a sorceress, she can just give something valuable like a vaccine so that she won't be purged. Geralt can let her go, or he could tell her, "You're fucking stupid, don't do that." When you let her go, she reappears later. In this thread in Reddit, you could see that there are justifications for items being in the game. It gives that feeling of immersion. You're really playing as Geralt in this fantasy world. So they take the time to make this realistic world as realistic as you can get with a fantasy setting. But then Geralt can't use a sword because the level numbers don't match. It's not like he suddenly forgot how to use the sword. This ruins that immersion part because the only reason I could think of that Geralt can't use the sword is out of the game. I think the developers put that there for the sake of balance. It's an open world, so just by exploring, you could find a higher level item. So when I think about that, there's a crack in that immersion. There's a crack in that fantasy setting. But like what I said, it's a minor complaint. It's just a weird design choice given this well set up fantasy world. It's a world I want to go back to every now and again. Unlike some other game. Fuck!